Lightning, throw thunder in jail. That's bad. Only last week, I murdered a rock, injured a stone, hospitalized a brick. I'm so mean, I make medicine sick.
What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt Teville with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Canelo Alverez. Get this. Canelo Alverez has a brutal response from being stripped of the IBF title. And this is what he said. He said, it is not going to come to one day where the IBF say, hey, you need to fight with him because who is Skull? I have never heard about him. Only when they said, hey, this is your mandatory. I have never heard of him. I don't want to do whatever they want. I want to do whatever I want. In the position I am in, I can do whatever I want because I deserve it, and it's because of all I have done. He said, they have said you don't want to fight Golovkin. I fought him. Lada, I fought Lada. Callum Smith, Billy Joe Saunders, Caleb Plant, Austin Trout, Mayweather, Cotto, Dimitri Bivol, everything. I did everything now. I can do whatever I want. And let me counterpunch. In short, yeah, Canelo can do whatever he wants. He's just not going to keep the damn IBF belt like he did the WBC, the WBA, the WBO, and all those other places that bend down to his will. You know, see, here's the thing. I thought that Canelo Alvarez was going to have something or an issue or a predicament or a situation like Terrence Crawford had or Tyson Fury had, where he just got the damn belt and they're already trying to strip him. And you know he just finished a fight. You know, those are type of situations where the IBF, they're not even really being understandable. You know, they're not even being reasonable. But in this case with Canelo, Canelo's just saying, I do whatever I want to do. I don't care what the IBF says, the WBA, the WBC, the WBO, the whoever, right? I don't care because I've done enough for the sport to warrant whatever I do is what I want to do. And for that, I say, listen, he can do whatever he wants to do. Did he deserve it? I think you got to keep deserving it or get out of the Dodge. And then you can be like Floyd Mayweather and said how good you were and how better you are than everyone else. But I think at that time, that should happen. But as long as you're fighting and the long as you have ranking systems and sanctioning bodies, you need to obey them and abide by them. If not, you will be stripped. That is what happens. The IBF will do what they said they're going to do, which that's what they are known for. The WBC is the total opposite. That's why it still has a WBC. Next in line, the WBA. Next in line after that, the WBO. Okay? And I'm talking about in forms of corruption or leniency. Because, you know, WBC is lenient. WBA is less lenient. And the WBO is probably less lenient than them. Okay? But the IBF, they don't play. So, yes, if I'm Daryl Peoples and I hear Canelo Alvarez saying, I can do whatever I want, I hear him saying that, strip his ass. Strip his ass. Because you're not giving me a reason why you shouldn't fight the guy that we appoint being a sanctioning body to fight. You're just telling me I do what I want based on something you've already done. That's not going to cut it, especially if you're the current IBF 168-pound super middleweight champion. You're going to have to do what they say or they're going to strip you and someone else is going to be fighting for that belt. You know, and if that's the case, if he does whatever he wants, I just think he should just drop all those belts anyway. Drop every last one of them. Become the king. You know, Mauricio Suleiman, he probably won't ever have to get rid of the WBC because the WBC does whatever Canelo wants him to do with ease. Just like they do with anybody that makes enough money because they know they want that damn 3%. And I think that's more important than morals. Okay. But no, him responding to the IBF, you know, I can't respect it based on other fighters that have had hassles with the IBF, like Tyson Fury, like Terrence Crawford, you know, that have got the damn belts after beating someone with multiple belts or whatever, just like Tyson did with Vladimir, just like Terrence did with Errol Spence, and then all of a sudden they get stripped. I think that's unfair, and for that reason, I say screw you at IBF because you guys should have been more lenient. Even with Alexander Usyk, he wrote a letter, but he decided, you know what, it's a hassle. Let it go. That's why the IBF belt now belongs to who? Daniel Dubois. So the IBF has a history of doing what they do, okay? But it's based on rules and regulations, not based on how much money a fighter makes, which, to say the least, is a lot better than those other ones. But you guys tell me what you think of Canelo Alvarez responding from being stripped by the IBF. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace!